Morgan haters need to understand this, and this is something that I am going to address in this video, and I think it may change the opinions of a lot of people. I think it's going to back up Liv Morgan fans and their support, and I think it's also going to change the minds of some of the haters out there and those who doubt Liv Morgan, because the truth of the matter is Liv Morgan, despite a lot of success in WWE, has never been the girl, has never been the woman, has never been the star in the company, despite the fact that she was a former champion, despite the fact that she's been given opportunities, because an unfortunate situation with Liv Morgan is just this. She has faced a lot of start and stop pushes in WWE. And in recent times, people are very, very optimistic about seeing what they could do with Liv Morgan. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat the fact that before things changed, would Liv Morgan have been the one to dethrone Rhea Ripley as a women's world champion after such a long, dominant reign? Would I be so naive to think that Liv Morgan would be the one to dethrone Rhea Ripley just a few weeks after she had defeated Becky Lynch in one of the top prominent WrestleMania 40 matches? No. But things change. Things pivot. Decisions are made. And Liv Morgan is in a very interesting spot, because whether it would be in her NXT days to her early main roster run, or even in her current stint, where she has lit the world on fire with what she has been able to do, Liv Morgan has always had a very dedicated fan base behind her. She's always had that support behind her. And I think in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why that is. Because Liv Morgan, yes, she is not the current women's champion, the women's world champion in WWE, but does she have the potential to do it yet again? Does she have the potential to be a top star in WWE? I absolutely think she does, because whenever she is given the ball, she hits a home run and goes and catches it and brings it back to the mound for another pitch. That is the type of person that she is. And when you have such drive and dedication to your craft, to your art, to your career, to your life, you're going to go somewhere on your journey. Now, she recently appeared on the WWE Bump, and she was talking about her connection with the fans. And I thought it was a very interesting insight. And this is what she had to say in regards to how she deals with inequality and self-doubt. She talked about how, this is what she had to say: "My biggest hurdle was just feeling like I never had the credentials to fulfill what I needed to do here. I came from nothing. I'm not a generational superstar. I don't have crazy sports background. I just loved WWE with every fiber of my being. So I always felt imposter syndrome, like there's no way I'll be good enough." She continued, "I want you to know I was literally you. I just hope that they can look at me and feel like, really, I'm not just a, yeah, I can never be that. It's like, no, I promise you, you really can." Which is very interesting. So what does this mean? You know, I talked about how Liv Morgan has this connection with this fan base. Why does she have this connection with this fan base? It's because of stuff like that, right? We've seen her go out of her way on social media and lift fans up who be like, you know what, I'm going through a rough time, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. You have helped me get through this. Thank you so much, right? She has taken the time to respond to people individually, which is very kind. We've seen her do things outside of the ring for fans to make their day even brighter. And the reason that I think she does that, and I think the reason why she has the connection with her fans, is because of stuff like that. How could you not want to see someone who goes out of their way to help others? Why wouldn't you want to see them succeed? She also has the personality and the character of, you naturally like her. You naturally have sympathy for her. She is fighting an uphill battle. To her point, she doesn't necessarily have the greatest background. She doesn't have maybe the necessary, personality, the look of like a pro wrestler. She does not look like a Charlotte Flair or a Monet or a Bayley or a Rhea Ripley or a Bianca Belair or a Jade Cargill, where she is this over-the-top, bigger-than-life cartoon character-esque character. She's not that. She's a fan who loves professional wrestling. She's a fan who loves WWE, and she is willing to do anything in her power and take any damage to her body to fulfill that dream. And by fulfilling that dream, it helps others believe that if I can do it, you can do it. And I believe that is the reason why Liv Morgan has so much of a strong fan base and so much support behind her. Because we are now on this revenge tour where, yes, she was sidelined for the majority of 2023. Yes, she returned at the Women's Royal Rumble match. Yes, she's had memorable moments since then. And yes, she was screwed over and she should have won the Battle Royale to win the Women's World title that was eventually won by Becky Lynch. And yes, WWE did have plans for a Rhea Ripley-Liv Morgan feud, with Rhea likely beating her in one match and then them moving on. But when opportunity knocks, you open that door. And Liv Morgan is opening that door as we speak, because we are eventually going to get a Rhea Ripley-Liv Morgan feud. Because Liv Morgan was, of course, the one that, quote-unquote, injured Rhea Ripley during their backstage segment, and Rhea suffered an AC sprain joint in her shoulder. Therefore, when they come back, they have money literally on the table. They are ready to set a blaze on this feud. They just got to add the freaking match, because not only do you get Liv Morgan in a prominent spot for the next few months as she continuously builds up to this match, she probably gets a Women's World title run out of it. But more importantly, despite the fact if they put the title on her or not, we are going to get a Rhea Ripley-Liv Morgan feud. And when we get that feud, it's not going to be a one-off where Rhea just beats her. No, we're going to get at least 2 matches. In my opinion, I think we can stretch this bad boy out to 3. Right? You throw a no contest, a no DQ, a screwy finish, right? And we start doing steps. I think this has a lot of potential to be one of the best women's feuds, if not one of the best WWE feuds of 2024. And considering the start that we're on already as we're recording in this video in May, I think that is very promising, and that is something that I look forward to. And I think that is something that you should look forward to. And that is why I am a Liv Morgan